What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another War Thunder video. Today we're taking out the T-54 1951. This is a battle rating 7.7 Russian medium tank. This was requested recently in the comments section of a previous video. As always, if there's something you want me to take out, just leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try to get to it when I can. The 51 version of the T-54 differs in a couple of ways to the predecessors. One, it has a different turret design from the 1947, which allows it to be less susceptible to trap shots. Also, it gets different ammunition shells from the 47 and 49 version, such as EPDS and EATX. Now, my particular T-54 is not fully spaded. It has most of the upgrades, but it lacks the EATX, EPDS, smoke shells, artillery, and what have you. The engine upgrade is there, transmission upgrade, fire protection parts, all those are there, but we're missing the best rounds. I've got the first upgrade shell, which is, I believe, is the B model of shell. I forget the exact model number, the full name, but it's got a really good pen and has a little bit better explosive filler than the D model round, which is what most people tend to go for initially. We're on Sands of Sinai. I've come along this little area in between the rocks with the intent of intercepting anything that's going towards Alpha. But of course, people can flank this right side and could very easily get a shot into me. We are up against the Germans, so expect Leopards and RU-251s and what have you. Now, one of the things I don't like about this particular model of the T-54 is the relatively slow turret traverse. The 49 and 51 variants of the T-54 both have fairly slow turret traverses, and when you're facing Leopards and Panther IIs, it can be difficult to keep up with that kind of high-speed movement. But nevertheless, you got some friendlies here behind me protecting that right side flank. You see they took out a Leopard that was flanking pretty far right. There's a rock right in front of me to my right that they can come around and shoot me right in the face. But of course, my focus is primarily down in this area, in the approach to Alpha. With the static tanks as well as the buildings, there's a lot of stuff to look at. Here we go, we got a tank. It's a German M47, and man, that was close. He's on the cap, so I'm reluctant to push out too far. And there we go, Leopard. Take him down for kill number 1. You see the M47 pop smoke to conceal himself. I can't see. I see some stuff falling there, some debris, but I don't see the actual tank itself. I don't want to expose myself and be too aggressive. Remember, there are tanks being marked to the right of where I am. My allies are pushing pretty hard. Right now they're hitting a heavy. It's a 10.5 King Tiger. A very formidable tank, and which is going to give my teammates a hell of a problem, which I would not realize for a few minutes. See, someone's been spotted. There's a Leopard, I believe, that's been spotted, and he's being tracked on the mini-map. It's a pretty popular sniping spot. Here we go. We got one darting across the field. Boom! Love those ammo racks. It never gets old seeing a tank explode like that.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Someone near Bravo. I'm not in a good position yet. I got that M47 down on the cap, and there are still tanks to my front right. And I can be sniped from across to the left of A. So I have to be careful. Ooh. Somebody poked out. There's the M47. Right in the turret ring. Takes him down. That allows my allies to push up. They actually pass right by Alpha without capping. They're headed right for that popular sniping spot. You see that tank once again is being marked on the mini-map repeatedly because one of my allies in a light tank has used the tracking feature to scout him. Yeah, somebody sees something up there, and I'm worried about him. My allies to my right. Oh, here we go. Another Leopard. Wait for him to turn his hull. Nice clean shot. No weird bounces on the turret that way. Just be patient. And take a look at the mini-map to my right. They're all dead. I had at least 3 tanks up there, and now all my allies are dead. I finally realized that someone had said hi to me in the chat, and I didn't acknowledge him earlier. I'm usually caught up in battle when someone says hi, and I usually don't notice it until after the battle. I'm looking through the video footage. So we know that they have a King Tiger back here. Our chieftain just went down. Question is the King Tiger going to go this way, or is he going to come down that main road right down towards A? Either way, I have to watch behind me in case someone pokes out and goes into Alpha to help defend. And here we go, King Tiger. You don't need the best ammo shells. The B model ammo is good enough for most of these battles against 7.7 and 6.7 tanks. The only tanks you're going to encounter that need EPDS and Heat FS will be something like the EVGA Tiger. And in my experience, the EVGA Tiger is a relatively rare tank to encounter, with most German players preferring the faster, more agile tanks like the RU-251, the Leopard 1, the Leopard A1, and the Panther 2, just to name a few. I don't find myself encountering too many EVGA Tigers. You'll find a mouse occasionally on a smaller map, like on, say, Advance to the Rhine. But on a larger map like this, the players tend to prefer the more mobile vehicle. So I don't find using or even needing those shells. Obviously, in my case, I don't have those particular shells unlocked. I thought I heard some machine guns go past. I was sworn there was a plane. We'll push on. You gotta be careful, because that first Leopard that was killed over here a few minutes ago was all the way out to the right. So he was out in one of those little dunes trying to get a sneaky flank, even on these sneaky flankers that are on my team. So you can't just go down here willy-nilly expecting to encounter no one. Once again, there's always a tank there. So you gotta mark that for the team so they know what's going on. There's a Leopard A1 there, and he's killing everyone. We're gonna have to deal with him at some point. But I got other problems. Oh, absolutely demolished by that Fractal 190. That's okay. We've got a backup. Not many, but we managed to secure 5 kills, which gives us plenty of respawn points. So that gives us a couple of options. Where do we go? Do we go back to that back road and continue our flank to come around behind that Leopard A1 that's being scouted? The scout marker just went away. Or do we head towards Alpha? Do we get greedy and go for that cap and potentially fight the A1? Do we get sniped by the A1? Or do we go towards Bravo or Charlie? Someone says that there's one near C of Panther 2.
Attention to the map.
This is where it gets dicey, because it all comes down to your decision making. A Kowalian just killed a T-92. An ally is calling for help at Bravo, and he says that it's right next to him. And there's an A1 on that hill still, and he just killed the T-62 that was at Bravo. So we've got an A1 to deal with. We've got a Kowalian somewhere that's killing our light tanks, and there's also a Panther 2. Okay, Panther 2 is down now. The Hellcat had rocketed him. That's great. there's one thing we got going for us is that we do have cap control, and we have tickets still in our side. But that Leopard A1 is still there. Taking notice of him. As he tries to push down towards A, my shot is way short. As this is not a particular area. This is not a map area that I engage very well, or very often. I tend to flank towards the right or to the far left. I don't go up the middle, sort of like this. Take a couple of pot shots. I figured it's not going to be a big deal. It's not costing me very much money. After all, this is not Heat FS. Leopard just took down another one, an M60. That's a big loss. And also, I just respawned, so I have plenty of ammunition. A couple of shots is not going to hurt me. My team, however, is going to start to fall apart just a little bit more. See, the SIR base is pushing up. I don't know exactly where the Panther 2 is. Don't know where the Quellion is. Don't know where the A1 went. Now they're getting Bravo. So there goes our advantage on the caps. Here we go. We got a Quellion. Just ease up. Let my gun settle. Take him out with a side shot. That's kill number 6. Just push on forward. Hope that we can finally get an eye on this A1. It could be anywhere, and with the way that this map is designed, it could be in a building or around a building. You just don't know. And no one on my team is marking the map, giving me any information. We're starting to decap A. They are getting Charlie. We're getting it. Bravo. A1 just took out the SIR base. And in front of me is a Ferdinand. I accidentally shoot. I tried to manipulate my I think I fat fingered that a little bit. I tried to manipulate the binoculars, and I ended up shooting a shell, and that just threw me completely off. Well, the A1 just took out the M19 and the SIR base, so now I don't know where this guy is. I know he's in the cap, obviously. Someone has capped Charlie. I believe it's a Leopard 1. And then we've got this Ferdinand coming in. I don't see him yet. I lost him in amongst all those buildings there. P-47 just took out the Object 906. That's a big loss. And now we get into an interesting predicament. Where do we go? What do we do? Take a look at the minimap for a second. I've got no backup whatsoever anywhere near me. Got a guy coming out of the left spawn. Got a couple of them out of the left spawn. An SPA and an AMX-50 Foch. I need some help up here. They're on Bravo, so we know where the Ferdinand is. The A1 is on the opposite side of this big rock, directly in front of me. The Leopard 1 is between Bravo and Charlie, going towards our left spawn. Of course, at the time I didn't know this. So I'm waiting for one of three things to happen. Either the A1 is going to push me directly in front of me. The Ferdinand is going to push me after capping Bravo. Or the Leopard the Leopard 1 is going to come from between Bravo and Charlie and either take me out or push the left spawn. All of my years playing realistic tank battles tells me that when someone caps, they always push the spawn, unless they have a resistance. And I'm not going to give these guys any resistance. I'm going to let them do their thing. I'm going to execute them as soon as they blow past me. So I'm waiting for this Ferdinand to push through. I'm going to get a nice clean side shot on him. Take him out for kill number 7. And now we got the A1. Come on, rotate that turret. Now we got to push. Boom, baby! That was clutch. Holy shit, that was clutch. Woo! Now what do we do? We got Leopard 1 over there to the left. He's being marked. Now we got to push. Nicely done, fellas. Nicely done. I want to get in here, Cat Bravo, but I see some smoke coming. I see an engine smoke. I thought it was another Quellian, so I positioned myself so that when he drove past me and into the Bravo cap, I was shooting, but he stopped. He stopped on this opposite side of the building because he saw me, likely, and was going to set up an ambush. So I see his antennas, and try to right up to him and destroy him. It's another M47, a German M47, and he did not like that. Some people, I don't think they understand either that they can shoot through buildings like that, or that I spotted him. Pay attention to that chat. It wouldn't be a worth another match if he didn't get accused of being a cheater. Nicely done. And I don't know what the heck that is in front of me. Got some sort of artifact. It's like I had a little UFO above me. I'm not really sure what that was. But we got Bravo capped, and now we got to get ourselves into a good position to defend ourselves. Because here we go. We got some sort of vehicle coming in. I thought at first it was a Jag Panther, but it's actually a JPZ-45 in the distance. Problem is, I don't know what the heck this range is. Again, this is not an area of the map that I'm familiar with. I'm trying to get my 10th kill, and that's way over. Come on, tickets are almost out. Get just enough distance and perfect. Just in time. Kill number 10. Whew. That's two lives, because I did die once. 5 kills with each tank, for a total of 10 kills, bringing in 46,000 in silver lions, and just over 6,500 in research points towards the next vehicle. I did have two 15% RP boosters on at the same time because they were both going to end, so I figured I might as well get something. I may not get the full effect, but I'd rather get something than nothing, Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that thumbs up button. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Take care, guys.